Hi friends, we are back for another tutorial, this time number 5, which is your chamfer tutorial. We are going to start out with a rectangular prism with the dimensions of 3 by 2 by 1.5. So starting that sketch up here on the front with a rectangle. Also make sure again you're in inches, double check your units before you start. It should be 3 by 2, extruded 1.5. And then we're going to draw another rectangle on the inside that's 1/2 of an inch from the top, 1/2 of an inch from the side. That's 1 by 2. So start that sketch here, drawing that rectangle that is 1 by 2, and then 0.5 from the side, 0.5 from the bottom. You always have to have location dimensions, which are the 0.5s, locating it from the edges, and then also sizes, which is the 1 by 2. You cannot have a drawing without both of those things present. Just because we know the size doesn't mean we know where it goes, and you can't make those assumptions. So we're going to finish that sketch, and then we are going to extrude 0.75 off of the object. Like that. And then we're going to come back, and then this time we are going to add a chamfer, and we want to add this chamfer to the bottom, and it's equidistant of 0.25, so you should end up with something that looks like this. So we're going to choose chamfer, equidistant of these 4 edges all the way around. And press OK. Now, if for some reason any of these chamfers do not work, that means you put a dimension in there wrong. The next one, we're going to do a chamfer on the face that has, it's the distance and the angle. So we want our distance to be 0.25 and our angle to be 30. We're going to pop a chamfer here on this top face. That is a distance and an angle. So a distance of 0.25 and an angle of 30. Double checking. Press OK. And then the last part that seems to be throwing people for a loop, we're going to throw a chamfer on the left and the right edge, not all the way around. So only on the left and the right. You should only have 2 edges selected, not 4. And we want it to be 2 different distances. This one tends to give people some trouble for whatever reason. If it doesn't work the first time, so selecting the 2 edges and choosing, oh, sorry, I chose a fillet and not a chamfer. If it doesn't work the first time, I'm going to show you, try switching the numbers. See, we want it to be 2 distances. So 0.25 and then 0.75. If that doesn't work the first time, flip your numbers. So some people, for whatever reason, it doesn't work in this order. So do 0.75 first and then 0.25 second. And if that doesn't fix it, then you put a dimension on wrong. And I will show you what dimension it is that you're missing. So it should look like this. Press OK. If that doesn't work, and if flipping the order of the 0.75 and the 0.25 does not work, you have an issue here on this second sketch. And you are missing either this dimension or this dimension, but it's probably the 0.5 from the left edge of the large block to the left edge of the small. Without that, it may be too far to the right, too far to the left, and then there's not enough space for that chamfer to be there. This one doesn't really affect it. It's usually this guy right here that's missing. So go back and double check that and make sure that you have this dimension, and make sure that it's too wide here, not 2 by 1 or something crazy. And so that will finish up that tutorial for you. Click save and share your link.